I'm going to present you with 5 critical points today. What if I told you respect matters more than love? Respect is not politeness. It is law. Before anyone hears your words, they feel your respect or your disrespect. You don't have to say it. Energy communicates it instantly. Every person you meet must be acknowledged with respect. The moment it's missing, taste and sit, and they respond accordingly. Without respect, there is no harmony. Without respect, love cannot exist. Universal justice doesn't respond to your intentions. It responds to how you treat people. Now, let's talk about why respect is the foundation of all human worth. Respect isn't just about being nice or having good manners. It's about acknowledging the inherent value in every single person. Think of it like a currency. When you give respect, you are affirming someone's existence and their right to be here. This is why a lack of respect feels so deeply personal, almost like an attack. It's a non-verbal message that says, you don't matter. The truth is people can survive without constant affection, but no one can thrive in an environment where they feel disrespected, and even it erodes their spirit and their sense of self. When you choose to show respect, you are contributing to a world where everyone feels seen, heard, and valued. So, how does respect connect to the energy you put out into the world? It's simple. Your energy precedes you. Long before you open your mouth, the energy you carry has already announced your arrival. This energy is a direct reflection of your inner state, including the level of respect you hold for yourself and for others. If you approach someone with a genuine sense of respect, your energy will be open, calm, and inviting. People will naturally feel at ease around you. Conversely, if you are carrying disrespect, judgment, or contempt, your energy will feel closed off, tense, and even hostile. This is the vibe people talk about. They are sensing the quality of your energy. Remember, you can't fake this. Your true feelings will always leak through your energetic field, setting the tone for every interaction before a single word is spoken. This brings us to the law that governs all interaction. What you put out is what you get back. This isn't just a feel-good saying. It's a fundamental principle of human dynamics and universal energy. When you consistently offer respect to others, you create a ripple effect. People are more likely to treat you with respect in return. They will be more open to your ideas, more willing to cooperate, and more inclined to help you. On the other hand, if you consistently project disrespect, you will find yourself surrounded by conflict, resistance, and negativity. The universe simply mirrors your own energy back to you. If your life is filled with arguments and people who seem to undervalue you, it might be time to look at the energy you are projecting. Are you truly respecting others? Are you respecting yourself? The world around you is your ultimate feedback loop. Finally, let's tie this all together. Respect creates a space where love can actually grow. Many people chase love, thinking it's the ultimate goal, but they build it on a shaky foundation of disrespect. Love without respect is not love. It's control, possession, or attachment. True, healthy love can only flourish in an atmosphere of mutual respect. Respect says, I see you, I value you, and I honor your autonomy. When both people in any relationship, be it romantic, platonic, or professional, operate from this place, a powerful bond is formed. This bond is built on trust and safety, allowing love to become a partnership of equals. So, if you want more love in your life, start by becoming a master of respect. Prioritize it in every single interaction. Watch how the energy around you shifts. You'll attract people who value you, and the love that follows will be authentic, strong, and enduring. Love is not what you think it is. I know, that's a bold statement, but hear me out. For years, we've been fed a specific idea of love from movies, songs, and stories. We've been taught that love is this overwhelming emotion, an uncontrollable surge of attraction, or even a feeling of butterflies in your stomach. But what if I told you that's not the whole story? What if that's just the surface? We often confuse love with things that feel like love but aren't. We confuse it with intense emotion. But emotions are fleeting. They come and go like clouds in the sky. One day you feel ecstatic. The next you might feel annoyed. If love were just an emotion, it would be incredibly unstable. We also confuse it with attraction. You see someone, you feel a pull, and you think, this must be it. But physical or intellectual attraction is just a spark. It's not the sustainable fire that keeps a connection warm through the coldest nights. And here's a darker side we don't like to talk about. Sometimes, we mistake love for control. We think that, because we love someone, we have the right to dictate their choices, their friends, or their life. We want to mold them into our ideal version of a partner. This isn't love. It's a desire for possession. It comes from a place of insecurity, not genuine care. True love doesn't seek to own another person. It seeks to set them free. So, if love is an emotion, attraction, or control, then what is it? The truth nobody really talks about is that love is acceptance. It's the conscious choice to accept someone for exactly who they are, right now, in this moment. Not who they could be, not their potential, and not the person you hope they'll become. It's seeing their flaws, their quirks, their messy parts, and saying, I see you, all of you, and I choose to stand by you. This brings me to the core of the issue, the real reason so many relationships fail, and why people end up hurting each other while claiming to be in love. It's because love cannot, under any circumstances, exist where disrespect is present. Think about that for a second. Disrespect is the poison that slowly kills any chance of real love. It can be loud like yelling and insults, or it can be quiet, like ignoring someone's feelings, dismissing their opinions, or consistently breaking their trust. When you disrespect someone, you are fundamentally communicating that they do not matter. Their feelings don't matter. Their thoughts don't matter. And in that environment, how can love possibly grow? It's like trying to grow a beautiful flower in toxic soil. It's just not going to happen. Society has this whole thing backward. We are taught to chase love first. Find the one, fall in love, and then everything else will just fall into place. But the universe doesn't operate that way. The universe, in its fundamental laws of connection, demands respect first. Respect is the soil. Respect is the foundation. It's the bedrock upon which anything meaningful and lasting can be built. When you respect someone, you listen to them, even when you disagree. You value their perspective. You honor their boundaries. You treat them with a basic level of dignity and kindness. Not because you're trying to get something from them, but simply because they are a fellow human being worthy of it. You build a space of safety and trust. And it's from that space, from that solid foundation of mutual respect, that true love can finally emerge. It's not a sudden explosion of passion. It's a slow, steady, and intentional build. Love becomes the house you build on top of that strong foundation of respect. It's the result, not the starting point. So, if you're looking for love, stop chasing the fleeting feelings. Instead, start by practicing respect. Give respect to others. And just as importantly, demand respect for yourself. Build that foundation first, and you'll be amazed at the beautiful, enduring love that grows as a result. Have you ever felt it? That subtle shift in a room when someone walks in, or that instant connection with a stranger, even before a single word is spoken. You can fake words, you can fake smiles, but you absolutely cannot fake energy. This is one of those truths that has been kept quiet for a reason, because once you understand it, your entire perception of reality changes. Energy stands side by side with respect. It's the silent language of the universe, and it never, ever lies. Let's break this down. We often think of ourselves as physical beings, defined by our bodies, our jobs, our possessions, but that's just the surface layer. At our core, we are energy. You are not just a body, you are a magnificent field of thought energy. Every single belief you hold, every thought you entertain, every emotion you feel, it's not just happening inside your head. It's a signal you are constantly broadcasting out into the universe. Think of yourself as a living, breathing radio tower, sending out a frequency that is uniquely yours. This is why people don't truly respond to what you say. They respond to what you emit. They react to the energy you're putting out. You can say all the right things, use the most charming words, but if your underlying energy is one of doubt, anger, or insecurity, people will feel it. It's an instinctual thing. This is why disrespect is felt instantly, like a cold wave hitting you. You don't need to analyze the words. You feel the energetic sting. It's also why truth doesn't need a lengthy explanation or a dramatic defense. When something is true, its energy resonates with a clarity and power that cuts through all the noise. Just know it feels right. This concept of energy being the ultimate truth isn't just some new age idea. It's an ancient wisdom that has been woven into spiritual traditions for millennia. Energy is omnipresent. For many, energy is another word for God, the divine, the source of all creation. It's the invisible force that animates everything, from the smallest atom to the largest galaxy. When you start to see the world through this lens, you realize that nothing happens by accident. Every interaction, every situation you find yourself in, is a reflection of the energy you are emitting. So, what signal are you sending? Are you broadcasting a frequency of love, confidence, and abundance? Or are you stuck on a channel of fear, lack, and self-criticism? The beautiful thing is, you have the power to change your frequency at any moment, It starts with your thoughts. By consciously choosing thoughts that uplift you, that align with who you want to be, you begin to change your energetic signature. It's like tuning your radio to a better station. Suddenly, you start attracting different experiences, different people, and situations that are in harmony with your new, higher frequency. This is the secret to manifestation, the law of attraction, and creating the life you desire. It's not about just wishing for things. It's about becoming an energetic match for them. If you want more love in your life, you must become a beacon of love. If you want abundance, you must cultivate a feeling of abundance within yourself first, regardless of your current circumstances. The universe doesn't respond to your words of wanting, it responds to the energy of your being. Remember, the universe is always listening, not to your words, but to your heart. Universal justice, or karma, or whatever you choose to call it, is simply a perfect system of energetic feedback. It records everything, every intention, every act of kindness, every flicker of negativity. It all gets logged in the grand cosmic ledger. Nothing is ever missed. Energy never lies. It's the ultimate truth teller, the most honest mirror you will ever look into. So, pay attention to it. Trust your feelings. Cultivate your inner world with care, because the energy you emit is the reality you will receive. Hey everyone, let's talk about something really deep today. Something that might just change how you see everything. It's about a concept I call universal justice. Now, it's crucial to understand that universal justice doesn't operate like our human court systems. There's no judge in a black robe, no jury of your peers, and no lawyers making arguments. Instead, it's a system that responds purely to alignment or violation. It's a fundamental law of the cosmos, as real as gravity. So, what does it mean to be in alignment or in violation? Let us start with a foundational truth that many spiritual traditions share. Every single person is made in the image and likeness of the divine source, of God. Think about that for a second. Every person you meet, every person you see on the news, every person you disagree with online, they all carry that same divine spark within them. This isn't just a nice, poetic idea. It's the very basis of universal justice. When you disrespect another human being, you're not just hurting their feelings or committing a social faux pas. On a much deeper, spiritual level, you are disrespecting the very source from which they and you came. It's like looking at a masterpiece and insulting the artist. You can't separate the creation from the creator. Therefore, any act of disrespect towards another person is an act of disrespect towards God. This is the core principle. This brings us to one of the most painful and persistent issues in our world: racism. From the perspective of universal justice, racism isn't just a social injustice or a political problem. It's a profound spiritual violation. When you discriminate against someone because of their race, their ethnicity, or the color of their skin, you are essentially discriminating against God. You are looking at a unique expression of the divine and rejecting it, judging it, and devaluing it. Imagine telling the universe that one of its creations is less worthy than another. That's what happens on an energetic level with every act of racism, prejudice, or discrimination. It sends a ripple of violation out into the cosmos. You're creating a misalignment between yourself and the fundamental order of things, which is based on unity and respect for all expressions of life. And here's the part that changes everything. Universal justice always responds. Always. This response isn't about punishment in the way we think of it. It's not a divine being striking you down with a bolt of lightning. It's about consequences. It's a law of cause and effect. When you put the energy of violation, disrespect, and separation out into the world, that is the energy that will inevitably circle back to you. The universe simply mirrors what you project. If you live in a state of judging and separating yourself from others, you will experience a life characterized by judgment and separation. Your reality will become a reflection of your inner state of violation. On the flip side, when you live in a state of alignment, when you honor the divine in every person you meet, you attract a completely different reality. By respecting others, you are respecting the source, and you are respecting yourself. You create an energy of unity, love, and acceptance. And guess what? That's the energy that universal justice will reflect back to you. Your life becomes one of connection, harmony, and grace. This isn't about being perfect. We all make mistakes. We all have unconscious biases we need to work on. The key is intention and awareness. It's about consciously choosing to see the divine in everyone, to treat every person with the dignity they deserve as a fellow expression of the source. Every assumption you make, every word you speak, every action you take has a consequence. It either aligns you with the harmonious flow of the universe or puts you in a state of violation against it. So, The next time you interact with someone, especially someone different from you, remember you are not just interacting with a person. You are interacting with an aspect of the divine, and the justice of the universe is always watching, always responding, not to punish or reward, but simply to reflect the truth of your own alignment. Choose alignment, choose respect, choose to see the God in everyone. That choice changes everything. Hey, if this message finds you, don't scroll away. I want to talk about something incredibly important, something that governs every single interaction we have in our lives, whether we realize it or not. Before it's too late, this matters more than you think. Imagine your life is a series of connections with family, friends, co-workers, even strangers. Now, what if I told you there are 3 fundamental laws that dictate the quality and outcome of every single one of these connections? Understanding them can change everything. These aren't just abstract ideas. They are practical truths that shape our reality every day. The first law is this: respect is the law. Think about it. You can't build anything meaningful without a foundation of respect. Not a friendship, not a business partnership, not a family bond. Respect isn't about agreeing with everyone or liking everything they do. It's about acknowledging their inherent worth as a human being. It's the baseline, the non-negotiable entry fee for any healthy relationship. When respect is absent, everything else crumbles. Trust disappears, communication breaks down, and resentment builds. You can't bypass respect and expect a positive outcome. It's the universal law that holds our social fabric together. The second law follows from this. Love is the expression. Now, when I say love, I don't just mean romantic love. I'm talking about love in its broadest sense. Kindness, compassion, empathy, and genuine care for others. Once you have established respect, love is how you express that respect. It's the warmth you bring to an interaction. While respect is the foundation, love is the beautiful structure you build upon it. Love is what turns a cold, transactional relationship into a warm, meaningful connection. It's the act of listening with your full attention, offering a helping hand without expecting anything in return, and choosing kindness even when it's difficult. Love is the active, visible expression of the respect you hold for another person. And that brings us to the third and most subtle law. Energy is the messenger. This is the one we often ignore, but it's the most honest part of any communication. You can say all the right words. You can go through the motions of being respectful, but you can't hide your energy. People feel Italiano. They sense your intentions, your mood, your authenticity, or lack thereof. Your energy is the invisible current that carries the true meaning behind your words and actions. Have you ever been in a room where someone says something nice, but you just feel a negative vibe? That's their energy talking, and it's always louder than their words. You can't fake it. What you project is ultimately what returns to you. If you project judgment and negativity, that's what you'll get back. If you project openness and positivity, the world tends to reflect that right back at you. So, let's put it all together. 3 laws govern every interaction. Respect is the law. Love is the expression. Energy is the messenger. You can't bypass respect. You can't hide from your energy. These principles are intertwined. You start with a core of respect. You express it through acts of love and kindness, and you deliver it all with positive, authentic energy. Think about a difficult relationship in your life right now. Are these 3 laws being honored? Is there mutual respect? Is love or kindness being expressed? What is the energy like between you? More often than not, the root of the problem will be a breakdown in one of these 3 areas. The good news is, you can start changing the dynamic today. You can't control how other people act, but you can always control your own side of the equation. Choose respect first, always. Even when you disagree, even when you're frustrated, lead with respect. Let love follow. Find small ways to express kindness and understanding. And most importantly, be mindful of the energy you are putting out into the world. What you assume about others often multiplies. If you assume the best, you're more likely to see it. What you project ultimately returns. So project the peace, connection, and understanding you wish to receive. This isn't just philosophy. It's a practical guide to a better life and better relationships. It's a truth that only works when it's applied. So, try Italiano. In your next conversation, your next email, your next interaction with a family member, apply these laws. See what happens. Thank you for spending this time with me. If this resonated with you, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and follow Time for Justice. Let's keep applying these truths together.